Konnichiwa. Welcome to Japanese with Iryna. Today we are going to talk about 5 must-know facts about the Japanese language.
Top 5 must-know facts about the Japanese language.
It will be perfect for beginners and those who are curious about Japanese and how it works. So, okay, let's begin. So the first fact about Japanese is in the Japanese language, we have 2 tenses, 2 times. It's past and present future. So present future means present and future coincide.
Fact number 1. Only 2 tenses, past and present future. ケーキを食べました. I ate a cake.
So let me give you an example. For example, ケーキを食べます means I eat a cake, but it doesn't have any suggestions. Do I eat this cake today or tomorrow? So we cannot understand.
ケーキを食べます. I eat a cake usually, or I will eat a cake.
So to understand if we are talking about generally I eat cakes or maybe I will eat cake. So we need to use special words like 毎日ケーキを食べます. I eat cakes every day.
毎日ケーキを食べます. Every day I eat a cake.
Or 明日ケーキを食べます. I will eat a cake tomorrow.
明日ケーキを食べます. Tomorrow I will eat a cake.
So use special words to show that this is the future tense. Fact number 2. No gender, no plural.
Fact number 2. No gender, no plural.
No gender, no plural. Okay, no gender, what does that mean? So in Japanese language, you cannot understand which gender are we talking about. It doesn't have he, she, it genders. However, sometimes you can understand using the special words like 彼女, 彼女は she, or 彼は he.
彼女, she, 彼, he, 彼ら, they, これ, it, これら, they.
The Japanese language doesn't have plural forms. For example, if you say 友達がいます, it will mean I have a friend or I have many friends. The same, we don't know. Do you mean you have a one friend or you have 2 friends? So if you want to show that you really have many friends, if you want to emphasize, but only if you need to emphasize, you can add 友達たちがいます. Tachi. So you can add this ending to a certain words. For example, 彼女たち, 彼女たち, 人たち, 人たち.
友達たち, friends, 子供たち, children, 女性たち, women.
Okay, and for example, how to say presidents. A lot of presidents. We have the word 大統領, 大統領. We add ら. 大統領ら, 大統領ら. So this is how we will understand that this is not about one president, but about many presidents. And for example, 彼, he, 彼ら, 彼ら, and you understand that this is they. 彼ら is they in Japanese language.
大統領ら, presidents, 彼ら, they, guys.
Fact number 3. 3 writing systems. Wow! So Japanese language has 3 writing systems.
Fact number 3. Three writing systems: kanji, hiragana, and katakana.
So many people are wondering what is so different about Japanese? What differs Japanese from Chinese? Are they different? They are totally different. They are totally different. However, they have, mm, as kanji, hieroglyphs were borrowed from China over than 1,000 years ago, and in Japan they developed in their own way. Certain words remained the original meanings of Chinese words. So certain words will be easy for example, a person from China to learn because some of the kanjis they are more or less the same, and the meanings are more or less the same. However, they are pronounced differently. However, they develop differently. Sometimes they are simplified, or and we also can notice that Japanese kanjis sometimes are more difficult than Chinese because they preserved the original number of strokes.
Three writing systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji.
So in Chinese language, you need to know like a huge number of hieroglyphs, Chinese characters, to be able to be a proficient speaker. You need to know approximately around 2000 kanjis. And so then the question, what are those two alphabets? What are they? Kanjis and two more alphabets. These alphabets, they also have origin from Chinese characters, but now they don't look the same. And especially if you look at hiragana, it has mild features, and hiragana has the function of grammar particles, and grammar inflections, which will help us to understand past, negative, and also in different grammar constructions. So what is katakana then? Katakana is used for borrowed words from different languages. And one of the most famous effects is wase ego. Wase ego is like specially created English words in Japan. So like ito in,
Ito in, eat here in the restaurant, etc.
borrowed words, and you will use them for the namings of the countries, cities, all the names, titles, which are foreign titles, and also some words which became a part of Japanese language, like jogging, cleaning, jogging, cleaning. They became a part of Japanese language.
Jogging, jogging. Cleaning, cleaning. London, London.
Fact number 4 is the pronunciation of Japanese is quite simple and straightforward.
Fact number 4: simple pronunciation, no L. R is R and L, N and Ga.
It doesn't have four tones like in Chinese language. However, Japanese language has its own melody and it has its own intonation. But it's not difficult to study. Believe me, it's not difficult. And what is also interesting about Japanese pronunciation is the pronunciation of sound is quite different in Japanese. It becomes something in between L and R. It becomes da, it's like R and L together. So it's ra, ri, ru, re, ro. It's from Japanese syllabic alphabet. Oh, I forgot to say, Japanese alphabets are syllabic. So it's we have 5 main vowels, and the syllabic alphabet is like kaki, kuke, ko, sashi, suse, so, mami, mumemo, and so on. So it's different from what we used to when we say alphabet. Also, one of interesting sounds is mm. It's not m, and it's like with closed lips and mm, mm. This sound is very interesting, and the sound ga 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 because it's quite nasal. Ga ga, as because Japanese language doesn't have l, and so for borrowed words with l, for example, London, they will say Rondon, Rondon, and the same for other. But and don't worry, Japanese pronunciation is quite easy. It's quite easy. Fact number 5 is connected with grammar. So Japanese verbs and Japanese adjectives have can inflect.
Fact number 5. Verbs and adjectives inflect and grammar comes in chunks.
And also grammar comes in chunks. So for example, tabenakatta. So it consists of na like negative meaning, katta like past meaning. So it means I didn't eat. Tabenakatta. And it's like Lego constructor. Japanese grammar sometimes is like Lego constructor, but again, don't worry, because what you will need to do and what I strongly recommend you to do is to learn e adjectives, na adjectives, and verbs, 3 group of verbs of Japanese. This knowledge will help you a lot with Japanese studies.
Verb inflections. Taberu, to eat. Taberu, tabeta, tabenakatta, tabemasu, tabemashita, tabemasen deshita.
Also, one fact what is challenging about Japanese language is the number of grammatic constructions. Even though uh, you don't have so much kanji, but you have a lot of grammatic constructions. But again, don't worry, because like a lot of them have synonymous meaning. They they can be divided into groups, and they are not so much. Most of them not so much used in everyday life, but you can see some in newspapers or in the news. So that was our quick tour through the basics of Japanese. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if this inspired you, please press like, follow, and um, hit the bell not to miss the next lesson. Also, I invite you to my free Telegram club for studying Japanese. And also, only now you have opportunity to join my lesson for 3 minutes for free. So please inquire, DM me on Instagram. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Have a nice day. See you next time. またね。ありがとう。